Hello and good afternoon to this afternoon's webinar on how professionally created bots can speed up your business. I'm your host, I'm James, I'm one of the project consultants at Magora, and I'm going to take you through the webinar today. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through, I've prepared a slideshow to just talk us through this. It's going to be very much a generalization of bots and how to use them within your business, whichever stage of that business may be, whichever business you may be doing. It's going to be quite an overview because it's quite a deep topic within technology. There's lots of different use cases and lots of different scenarios where you can use a bot or an automation tool to help you with your business. So if anything does resonate with you today and maybe I didn't go deep enough into that topic, then please give me a call or drop me an email after this webinar. So just to go into it. So what we're going to look at today is our story, introduce the host, which you've kind of just done. We're going to go over a bot overview. We're going to explain the bots, how to make money with the bots, if that's a driver for you. The pros and cons of bot integration, because like in anything in software, there are pros and cons, and we need to understand those to make sure that you're making the right choices. How Magora can help, and useful links that once now you attended the webinar, we send you this slide deck and you'll be able to click on the links moving forward. So Magora, where did Magora come from? So we are 8 years old, and we have expertise in mobile and web development. We have a vast portfolio of projects, doing over 600 plus projects, and we have a vast team. And once you get this presentation, you can look at us on our Magora feedback page and also on the independent review of Clutch, just to see what our customers have said about us and how we're rated against other developers in the market. Things that are kind of core to our business and maybe set us apart is what we do is the business. We build web and mobile apps for business. What we strive to do is quality. Quality is at the forefront of everything we do. So we like to build quality in everything, that from the first conversation right through to deployed product and then on into our support. It's really important for us to capture the visualization of what you're trying to do with your business and where you want to take your business. So we take UX and UI to do that, to make sure you obtain the customers or keep your employees happy when moving to a new way of interacting in the business, or doing a new thing, because change management is massive within software projects in B2B. And again, like I said, it's a client-focused approach. We want to be not a team that's working with you, we want to be part of your team. It's very much a we, not a us and you. So we really want to embed ourselves within the business and help you reach your goals, which ultimately are our goals as well. Okay, so then the next slide is me, a lovely picture of me there, sat at my desk. So my name is Joyce Watkins, I'm a project consultant with Magora. I've been working in and around software now for the last 6 years. Started in consultancy and staffing within IT projects, then moving into selling IT SaaS-based products for medical, for the medical industry. Moved into bespoke consultancy for a time, and then moved to launch a product for a Microsoft ISV. And now I'm with Magora, helping people reach their business goals through software. So that's me. So, bot overview. What are bots and what type of bots are there? So today we're going to focus on 6 main areas, which are the chatbots, the moderators, game bots, SE bots, which is search engine bots, stock bots, and botnets. So these are the things that we're going to look at today, and we're going to go through. So a chatbot. What is a chatbot? I'm sure all of you here have interacted or dealt with a chatbot. Sometimes they're very good, other times they're very frustrating, but ultimately they are a very good tool to use within your business. It's an automated communication system. This is normally used, I guess, in customer service or selling or providing a service through your website, or just checking that your customer is okay. So this is a really good bot to use for that if you are providing one of those services is a customer might be stalling on a page, they don't know where to go. It might be to complete a transaction, complete a basket in e-commerce. It might be they have hovered over a page if you're providing services, and a little bot would pop and say, can I help you? Is there anything we need? Or it could be just to gain some information so someone and give you a call back so you can talk about it if you're selling maybe a complex SaaS solution or a complex service. So that's what the chatbots are, and that's how they're used. So it's an automation tool of dedicated text and response. So it's the bot asks the user questions which are defined, and the user can reply, which will create a response from that bot, which is predefined. So bots in medicine. So this is just a case study of where they could be used in the medical world. Using a chatbot offers patient involvement and dialogue when patients are waiting. So you could maybe triage a patient pre going to see the doctor, ask your patient a round of questions, and it would get an answer. So when you do see the doctor or nurse at the medical center or the pharmacist, etc., they kind of know what you're looking for. It doesn't need to do much thinking. It's kind of an expert system. It's just giving an overview of what you might be coming to see the doctor for. So that's in medicine. Another way in real estate is it asks you questions on what you're looking for and matches what you're looking for against the criteria within their database. So it would ask you a number of questions, and then you would move into it would search the database and then come back and give you your list of results. So that's helping with buyer's choice. So that's chatbots. If any of this has been of interest, then please do drop me an email at the end of this and let's please talk. So moderators. So what is a moderators? A moderator is a way of moderating things online using technology to moderate exactly what happens. So if something is offensive or not offensive, or picking out keywords that could stop so you moderate your content. So it's automation. Moderation can be very useful when managing the public service, especially if you want to keep everyone's chat language and content spam free. So I'm sure for those of you that age that maybe were chatting in maybe now, I guess, Instagram and Facebook, you start talking to someone and then all of a sudden some spam comes up, a bot can detect that and not let that person talk to you or reach out to you. So that's what a moderator does and how that can help your business. If you think people are spamming your customers, from the service that you offer, you can use a moderator bot to stop people hijacking your platform and pushing their products and services. Okay, moving on. The game bot. The game bot, I guess we've all probably played games on our phones or maybe games against the computer, and this is a game bot. So this is where you play against what simulates a real person but is actually the computer. So this is when you play single player, normally in head-to-head games, so things like platform games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are two that I played a lot when I was a child. But then there is sort of Age of Empires, chess, and all these type of games that are single player and you can play online now. These are used widely in the mobile gaming market, and these are a way of keeping your customers entertained while playing. It's a challenge without actually having lots of users for them to actually play against. And also you can set the difficulty ratings and stuff so then they do more in-app purchases as well. So that's something a game bot could be used for. So search engine bots. I guess there are two types here. There's the search engine spider, which is basically collects information about links and URLs, recognizes from page into names. So that's going out and matching criteria. So you're spying on what's happening within the search engine. And then there's the crawler, which if you when you search for things, it bundles them all together. So if you search a certain thing, the bot would go off and create the content that you're looking for, mainly used in news and things like that, or RSS feeds and things like that. So then you would pull in all the information in one place. So it would crawl the internet for the relevant information and then pull it to the user. So this is another good tool if you want to get your if you have maybe multiple websites or multiple domains and you want to pull them all to the front, you would use a search engine bot for this. So then also you've got then the search engine bots, which work in, I guess, more on the e-commerce side. So they're shopping bots, mail bots, and then using the Google Search API is actually a bot as well. So this is just another reason of, you know, a bot that works within a search engine and how that can help you. So one of the, I guess, the oldest ones and widely talked about bots is a stock bot, mainly used in the financial markets to, I guess, going away from voice trading to bot trading, which is using bots to scan the markets and make trades for you. These are very widely used within the market now, and I'm sure everyone has been reached out to on maybe a social platform with a get-rich-quick scheme, saying how following these rules and if you donate this much money to me, I will make you this much back. That is actually using a chatbot probably, and then they are going to use one of these stock bots to trade your options for you and make you a return. It's actually not a real trader, it's probably just a bot doing this. So these are really good. I mean, these are widely used, very sophisticated tools to be able to, you know, track markets, monitor, if it is a trader, monitor trades, what they're doing. It jots their trades, authenticates their trades and things like that. So there is quite a bit in here to do with audit and regulatory, using these stock bots in the sort of enterprise solution as well. But please, if there's anything more you want to talk about stock bots, then this is quite a deep topic in itself within this presentation. And if this is something that you're looking to do, maybe around cryptocurrency or starting a new trading wallet or app on a mobile phone, then please do get in touch and we can have a deeper conversation about this. So this is again just about stock bots, about bots optimizing cost per click, implementing narrowly targeted advertising campaigns. As I mentioned, this can also look towards, you know, I guess AdWords, pay per click. These can, you know, generate you money by doing these. So this is the one, number 6, which is the botnet, which maybe when I introduced what bots there were, how then maybe some of you are thinking, what are these? And how are they going to affect my business? So a botnet is, as you can see from this diagram, is actually a bad thing. And it's, you know, it's good to bring this up in this presentation to notice how other people can use bots to actually hinder or hijack is maybe a better word, your services and input their own services or malicious content. And as you can see from this diagram, it really does really explain what it is. So someone would hack into your infrastructure, get into yours, and then they would input a bot that would spam everybody within the infected, and then it would go out to your customers as well. So I don't know if anyone has come foul of this. Maybe someone's added something into your email signature for another service, or maybe got on your website and changed certain things, or mailed from your servers completely different mail about something else. You see this quite a lot on for you know, these wonder pills that people see online, and they send out, and you think you're getting an email from your lawyer or maybe your food delivery service, and all of a sudden it's a wonder pill that's been sent to you either to lose weight or increase your energy, etc. So this is how a botnet works and how to detect that. And I think, you know, this is a real security issue. So we need to, this again is one of those really deep sections of this presentation, and we need to maybe cover this off in more, and it probably could be a later series of the effects of this and how to protect yourself and how Magora go about ensuring that this doesn't happen to you and your organization, so that there might be a future webinar on just this section alone. So this is quite important, how to make money, because building software and building a bot is a cost to the business. It is an investment. So now we've got to look at how you can make that money back, or how it can help you make more money, and the reasons for implementing such bots. So how can you achieve this with bots? So bots, what do they do? So if we think about them, if we're the ones we've talked about, a chatbot, or which I covered about shopping and e-commerce. How does that get you things? So one, it does, it lightens the workload for your workforce, so it's more efficient. You get more completed transactions with less interaction with a person on a telephone, or someone might be quite happy just to have a quick chat with a bot, think they're getting the right products and services and buy. This is very good on educational platforms. If you're doing online learning, they chat to you really quickly. If they can answer your questions, they'll probably collect your email address and phone number to give you a call. And then, or they can send you, this is the course you want, because it's asked you the criteria, and it sends you the course and you can buy now quite quickly. The main outcome is bots. They never stop. They help your user feel comfortable with your website, so they help you build maybe trust, or if they feel that you are authentic. They can ask, they can answer and ask a multiple of defined questions and answers. So then that will give you the customer like, oh, I'm really valued here. So what the main outcome will is increase your sales if you are selling through a website. And that's something that, we need to look at if your business is transactional, mainly online, that how can a bot maybe pick off that low-hanging fruit very quickly, the people that are engaged, they want your service, they know about you, they've seen a few adverts, and now they just want to have a quick chat with someone, and they're going to sign. It's really just to decrease that fears, rather than someone maybe who doesn't know about you at all, they've stumbled across you and they need a bigger conversation because they don't necessarily know what you do or we do. Then you can get a bot to collect their name and number, and then a salesperson or a customer service representative to phone you back. So that's really how you can achieve money or increase revenue from using a bot, by just these four simple things here. So it wouldn't be fair if we just talked about all the pros, but we didn't talk about all the cons. So this part of the webinar, we're just going to talk about the pros and the cons of bot integration into your business. And this is quite an important section, because this is where you think, oh, is this worth it? Is it not? What value will this add? Is there a return on investment here for me? Or will this just actually bring negative sentiment to my business? Am I better off just doing it the way I'm doing it now? Bot integration. So what it does, it gets out to it can infiltrate your user base very quickly and be very interactive. You can target people with a bot, a mailer, and then creating a higher conversion rate. It gets you, I guess, a bit further forward. Maybe they think, oh, this company is a bit more further forward, it future-proofs you, so it gets you involvement from your potential customer very early doors, interacting with you, because they're interacting with that bot or somehow with the system, which is innovative. And then also it gets you a way of collecting data on why people left, what was the questions asked, and it really lets you really analyze the whole transaction period, and then you can tweak to make it more efficient. And then use that for increasing the satisfaction of every user with the bot. Some are good, some are bad. I mean, I have a divided opinion on bots. Some bots are very good, and other bots just really frustrate me, and I end up deleting the app if it's not done well. So I guess it's really good about a way of really targeting an audience and learning from their responses on how to better your offering, your product offering. So that's the pros. The disadvantages are not everybody wants to talk to a bot. So you have to take that into consideration. So when you're marketing, you have to do maybe other channels of marketing because they're not ready to use bots. They don't trust the bot. It's not a real person. It doesn't have a voice. There are big strides in this within AI to make it more intuitive, more interactive. So it's like you're talking with a real person, which we are going to sort of cover off. Bots, if they're not implemented right and maintained, they can cause problems because they could be quite buggy, give the wrong information. They might be down, they might crash. Response times as well might not be quick enough for the user. So it is really an investment of time. If you're using a bot, you have to keep iterating on that process, and if that's something you don't do, then you miss out on a target audience, and it actually becomes a hindrance to your business. But I guess we can continue that, and if you do all these things great, it gives, and you may be moving from maybe an older, bricks and mortar type of business, more online. These things are going to really help you. It's a step into the future. It's a mobile first or web-based first approach. It's saying, to the new buyers of today, the Generation X's, the millennials, how they interact and how they buy. You're ready for them. I'm not left in the past yet. I'm still moving forward. It gives you that perspective on, actually, I can attach a wider audience here with my traditional channels, my new channels, and then using technologies to enhance these. So it will eventually make your buyer more happier. It will help you keep costs down, and it will increase your traffic. So this is a big one. We just did talk about this, is the difference between bots and AI, and this comes up often. We have lots of clients come to us and say they want AI, they want this, they want that, they want to interact with customers, but really what they want is a bot. And then we have the customers that think they want a bot, but really they want AI, and there's sort of really two different, and you need to think about this when you're thinking about a bot or against artificial intelligence within your website. So if you are asking a set of predefined questions to get a predefined answer to be able to help with that transaction, then you need a bot, and it can, and the bot, there's limitations on the bot. It can only do what it's programmed to do. With AI, we use lots of different things, complex algorithms, machine learning, to give it that more human touch. So what will happen is the AI will actually think about it, go away and find and return the answer. So it becomes more conversational. There are some great examples in the market of AI tools in the market now. We've helped build a few of these, and they, on a scale, when you get it right, people don't know that they're actually talking to a machine or a robot. They think they're talking to a real person. So there is obviously a cost implication of that. A standard bot is quite cost effective, whereas an AI can be quite complex and quite cost heavy, as we could say, but very cost effective in the long run, because it will really help your business streamline processes and help with that customer satisfaction. So how can Magora help? I hope I've conveyed that we have a broad depth of knowledge within this area. We've done this for many of our customers. We've been working in this arena on web and mobile within commerce and interaction with customers, both on a B2C and a B2B level. So we can really help you with this. We've done lots of this work. It's, I would say 1 in 4 of our projects now have some sort of bot embedded in what they do. and that's just the way that things are moving with the, a mobile first approach, how to be able to, satisfy your customer quickly. This is how we would get to there, and it's using bots. So hopefully we've showed you this, and if we haven't, or we've just skimmed over something within this presentation, please, when we get to the last slide, I'm going to give you my details, plus you'll get a follow-up email from us anyway, and we can have a further conversation about your needs and how we can help you with this. So for joining the webinar today, you get a little prize, which is this useful links page. If you click on these links when you get the webinar, it will really show you some insights into how to move things forward and really help with your business planning. And is a bot right for you, as well as a phone call with me or one of my colleagues within Magora. We could really help you with that. So this is a little takeaway, a little Brucey bonus, as we say, for coming today and listening to me talk. So what I'm going to do now, just show you some of our customers that we've worked with. So this is just some of our clients, which have all had some bot integration in with what they do and what we've created for them. So what I'll do is I'll just leave up my name, James, my contact details, and what we'll do now is we'll move to the Q&A. I'll just leave this here and we'll move to the Q&A. So I'll just give you a few seconds to gather your thoughts, and then if you can ask some questions in the chat. If we don't get to them all, then we'll answer them offline. I'll drop you an email. So please just please put some questions in the chat, and as they come through, I'll try and answer them. Hope someone's got some questions. So we've got a first question here is, can I create a bot without knowing a program language? I guess the idea is yes and no. So there are ready to use bots that you can pay on a service and people will plug it into your system. So you don't need to know the programming language. It's kind of, you can drop a bot in via an extension. There are extensions within Shopify, within WordPress, Wix, etc. for bots. But to get a really efficient bot that's defined to your actual business process, then it is better maybe if you don't know a programming language for bots, or you're not a programmer yourself, is to come to a company like ourselves and have us build that for you, so we can predetermine what you're trying to achieve and how you're trying to achieve it to get the most effective results, rather than using an out-of-box solution. But in essence, you can use out of the box or you can build bespoke. So the next one is, how can you calculate an ROI for AI projects, and what is the break-even point for such projects? So this is quite difficult, and whenever we talk about ROI and adding value into business, it's very done on an individual basis. There isn't sort of broad spectrum of, oh, if we put this formula in and we do this, you're going to get that return. So I guess we have to set this up front on, and do some investigation in how this will help you and the cost associated with that. So this isn't just about how much you're going to bring back in, it's how much you're going to save your people's time by using a bot or using an AI bot in this case example. So it would really look at, okay, if I can use this AI, I can hire 5 less people, that's 5 salaries, but also the studies show that people who speak to someone within this transaction via an AI bot are 50% likely to complete their transaction without actually having to speak to a person. So we look at all these on an individual basis, and then what we can do is figure out that ROI for you. So really, that kind of needs a bit more. I need to talk to you about that one, that question, and we can pick this apart a bit further so we can really understand what you're looking for. Okay, let's just wait for a few more questions to come in. Yeah, I've just had another one. It says, do you recommend to use bots or artificial intelligence technologies to development of an internet shop with 50,000 items? Right, okay. I guess if you need to talk to your customer about what they need and how they need it and gather some information about them, then maybe AI is a bit more necessary, because you don't necessarily know anything about them. They're kind of there, they don't know what products to use or what they're looking for or how many they're looking for, so there might be a bit more of an AI side of it. But if you have a returning customer or a customer that knows what they want, you can use bots to maybe suggest other things that they might want because they bought this. You could say, other people have bought this, would you like to do this, would you like to do that, and try and bulk out your transaction by giving them things that they want. Also, if a customer is maybe visiting and buying something on a regular basis, you can set up a bot. Doesn't need to be artificial intelligence, a bot that would send a reminder saying, oh, it's been 4 weeks since you last purchased X, would you like to purchase now? I'm going to give you a discount of 10%, and so on, to just keep that customer loyalty coming in. So in regards to your question, and I guess your business is an internet shop with 50,000 items, I really need to understand what the items are, how they're related, and how your customers go through that transaction, and then we can have a deeper conversation about that. But in essence, you have to figure out, do customers need a conversational and a development conversation about what they need? Then use AI. If it's just to recommend or to attract returning customers back to the site, then a normal bot would do for that. We've got another question that's come in, and it says, does your company work with artificial intelligence projects? The short answer, yes. We've worked in artificial intelligence now for the last several years now, I think 3 or 4 years, since AI has become a more talked about subject. Whereas, I think AI has evolved from expert systems and machine learning, and then AI has come next. So we've worked with lots of these. Please do look at our website, our portfolio, at some of the work that we've done that has involved AI. I don't want to go into too many depths of different projects we've done now and what we've done for them. But if you do want some examples and you do want to move forward with Magora, then we can have that conversation and we can see how AI can help you. So the next question is, can the same chatbot be integrated into different sites? So it depends on the website and I guess the CMS of how that's working. If they are similar sites with the same content management system CMS, then so like WordPress, for example, then you can integrate the bots across different parts of your real estate. If they're not, then a further discussion needs to be used and see if we can do that. So I think that really we need to look at your real estate of technology and your stack and how many different sites that you have, and then really pinpoint that to see if we can use one bot or it has to be multiple bots. So I really look forward to speaking to you further on this. Okay. Okay, the next question is, if I'm working with different cleaning goods, I think this might be related to the previous question about the store goods, how can a bot help me? Okay, so as I mentioned a bit further up, I guess with the 50,000 items in your store online shop, this could be one of your items. I think it's from the same person. Yes, it is. So I guess what a bot can do is recommend other products to match other products you're buying. So if you're buying a bucket and you're buying some detergent or floor cleaner, it recommends you a mop because you might need a mop. So that's where a bot can really help you decide and help your customer spend more money with you. Or it could be someone's come on the site and you might want to use, and they say, oh, I need some cleaning products. I want to get tar off my marble worktops because my husband's come in, he's been in the shed all weekend and he's taken his bike apart, he's come in and he's put the engine down on my marble worktops and I've got marble on my worktop. That could be a dilemma that someone's had. And then you need a bit more of a conversation of, you know, what type of material is marble, what type of grease is it? Oh, it's engine grease. And then you can do a recommendation through a process like that. Or that might actually be AI, or it could be a determined bot, or it could be a place to say, can we have one of our consultants ring you and we'll come around and showcase you some of our cleaning products. So there's lots of ways that we can do that and think about that. So it's really on what you're looking to achieve. And I guess that's been the theme of this, is what are you looking for the bot to achieve? And you need to work with us on this to really help you achieve that. So the next question is, can you provide any examples of AI projects with high efficiency? I sort of predicted that this question was come up, so I've actually jotted some notes before coming into this. Before coming into this one, this is kind of one I was, you know, whenever you mention AI, someone asks a question of, can you tell me an example of when it's worked and when it's worked brilliantly? So yes, we worked with a medical insurance company, so with their new product offering, which so they were actually now they're actually a insurtech company. And what they did is they used AI with machine learning and complex algorithms to help forecast patients' demands for medical care. And this was by taking studies of data and of people with similar things, and it would help them predict when patients were going to arrive and act and ask for care. So this was really good at planning resource, making sure there's staff, ordering enough of vaccines, say it was the cold and flu vaccine that's upon us now. If you're in the UK, if you get a free flu vaccine, that's getting an automated text message that's been sent out now saying, hang on, this patient needs this, let's send that information. So that is probably done by a bot. But also, especially with them, they would help them predict how many claims that were going to come in, which helped them with their, you know, with their P&L, and know how many actual likelihood, and help them forecast how much money they would be paying out to pay for people's healthcare if they were using third parties and not their own health care centres. It was kind of using, rather than going to a Bupa hospital, other brands are available. I'm just using Bupa as an example. Then you would be using another hospital. You might be using BMI hospital, or you might just be using a private clinic with a private doctor on Harley Street, and you want to use your medical insurance for that. So it really helped them round out that project and really predict what was going to happen and forecast their expenditure by using AI. So that was really, you know, one of our really good projects that really showed really good efficiency and a really good return on investment. I don't know if there's any more questions. I'll just give you a second to see if there's any more that come in. Just give you a second. I'll try and fill this awkward silence with something. Again, if anything has resonated with you or you think I've skimmed and I haven't given you enough information in today's webinar, then please do drop me an email at jamesw@magora.co.uk. Drop me a call on 07397 132 798, and we would love to welcome you to come and see us at our offices and grab a cup of coffee and talk about your project in more depth. So that's it from the questions. I don't see any more coming in, but anyway, thank you very much this afternoon for joining us, and have a wonderful afternoon.